Hello guys, and welcome to the first episode in a new Let's Play. Today we're going to be playing some cities Skylines, and it's finally time to build another city, because I need something to do while I wait for MNT 2.0. And also there has been some DLCs released that I have not played yet. The main ones being the Natural Disasters DLC and the recent Mass Transit DLC. So hopefully that will be interesting. However, of course, the main focus of this Let's Play will be motherfucking Jan Mayen. That's right, in this playthrough we're going to be building a city on this awesome little island. So I was really just browsing through the workshop trying to find like a nice Arctic map, and then I stumbled upon Jan Mayen itself. Honestly, I just cannot understand why I didn't think of this before. If you want to know, this map specifically has been made by a guy called Exovian on Steam, so go send some thanks to him, I guess. Basically, I think, yeah, he took, the terrain data from the island in real life, and then he did some minor modifications in order to make it work properly, and bam, here we go, Jan Mayen. So of course Jan Mayen is very special to my heart because my most watched Let's Play ever, pretty much, well, at least in terms of grand strategy, was my Jan Mayen playthrough in Victoria 2, where I played as the nation of Jan Mayen. Of course, in real life, Jan Mayen is a Norwegian, tiny, unimportant volcanic island, but because of that game and later on EU4, it has gained a bit of a meme status in the grand strategy community. So I thought it would be rather hilarious to play on this map. I mean, you can even see my profile picture. I'm still using the polar bear profile picture that I made at the same time as I was doing the polar bear related Jan Mayen playthrough in Victoria 2. So yeah, that's that. So I thought we were going to start out here just in the editor, just to talk a little bit about the island, and mainly just to show it off, because when you actually start the city it can be a bit hard to see exactly what's going on. So as with the previous playthrough, I've done some very minor modifications myself to the island, because even if the island contains most things, it does not start out with any natural resources, although unless I'm entirely wrong, I don't think Jan Mayen in real life has any major resources. Well, unless you count polar bears. Although actually, no, I think there are still some polar bears hanging around. But there used to be like foxes and stuff like that, but they were hunted to death, so they are no longer a thing. But yeah, I went ahead and added some oil and some ore. And I'm also going to be playing with the infinite oil and ore option on. Although in order to compensate for that, I will be using hard mode, which I haven't done before, but I thought that could be kind of interesting to add a little bit of a challenge to the playthrough. Other modifications is, well, only really one. I decided that I just couldn't help myself, and oh Jesus, the volume. There we are. Well, of course you didn't notice any difference, but I made the volume a little bit less in my ears. I went ahead and removed the water source spawner in this little lagoon here, which I think has a name, actually. But I don't think yeah, it's just called the Southern Lagoon, or Sør Laguna. So yeah, there was a spawner here in order to make it actually filled with water, but because I can't help myself, I decided to remove that so that we can have a little bit of the city be below sea level, because for anyone who has watched my previous City Skylines videos, I enjoy that. Though I left the other lakes intact because, I feel like this will be enough. And, I did not make this like little natural dike or whatever, or levee. This is how Jan Mayen looks in real life. So I guess also it's kind of interesting to point out that the map creator had to do some fancy little work here. You can see there are some really derpy looking highways coming from this area over here, and that's because obviously you need a highway connection in order to get your city started. But obviously that's a bit challenging when it's a freaking island. I did also try to put in some rail connections myself, but I found that was not really possible. Simply because it is possible, but in order to get these roads that go underwater in the map editor, you actually have to install a specific mod for that, and I just couldn't be bothered to mess around with that. So we're gonna have to endure without a rail connection. Obviously we'll still be using rails and shit. We'll just have to put them and, you know, connect them up to ports and stuff like that and ship our goods, you know, our raw materials off the island that way. So hopefully that'll work out okay. So yeah, that's pretty much the introduction to this wonderful little island. Guess I can show you once again. No, actually, no, I can't. Yeah, I also installed a mod that removes the discoloring that happens to the ground when you place down resources, because I thought it would look a bit silly. I have a decent chunk of mods, so although I can talk more about those when I get into the actual game. But the resources look like this. Well, that's a nice graphical bug. Yeah, not too many, but, you know, decent enough. Should give us a nice little boost to our economy. Hopefully not having a rail connection will be something we can survive. Although there's a lot of areas here to get a bunch of ports going, so hopefully it will work out. Alright, so here we are in the actual game. Well, I mean, technically we were in the game previously as well, but you know what I mean. So for the mods that I've been using, I've basically just tried to install all these sort of standard mods, like automatic bulldoze, you know, all tiles being unlockable, and stuff like that. I also subscribe to sort of a collection pack where that just allows you to have a couple of more growable buildings, because, you know, who doesn't like a bit of variety. That's pretty much all the mods that I can remember, other than of course the map itself that I found on the workshop. Also, yeah, I did mention that I'm going to be playing this on hard mode. And for those who do not know what hard mode does, well, to be fair, I'm not actually entirely sure myself, but I think it's it just tries to make the game a bit harder by making all buildings more expensive, and most importantly, it makes it so that it is more expensive to keep the upkeep. So it's harder to keep your city in green. Buildings also take longer to upgrade. You know, they require more stuff before they're willing to upgrade, and also demand is lower. So should be a bit more challenging. I mean, I don't know. I'm not too spooked, but it'll be interesting enough. And we can always just turn it off if it proves itself to be just annoying and stupid. So yeah. Also, as always, I want to mention that I will be expecting and hoping for some lovely name suggestions in the comment section, because I thought that was one of the most entertaining parts of the previous City Skylines Let's Play I made. Because now you can even you can name you can name tunnels and you can name roads and stuff. So now we have even more stuff to make custom names to. So I will always, as always, I'll just look into the comment section and name stuff after people who comment on the video, and of course names that you guys specifically suggest, or some dumb names that I can come up myself. And also, since this is a a real life place, there are actually some geographical and otherwise names that actually exist on the island already. Actually, if I remember correctly, actually around this general area in real life, there is actually a little cabin, and I kid you not, it's called Puppebu, which basically translates from Norwegian to like tits cabin or like boob cabin. I think like the backstory is that like a bunch of workers on the island got visited by their wives, and so they decided to name the cabin Tits Cabin, because why wouldn't you do that? I don't know. I thought that was just kind of funny. So if if I find such names, then I will try and rename various areas like that. Anyways, let's see. I think we're just gonna start with some standard stuff. Actually, let's just, yeah, I'm sure that I'm going to be making some actual highways around this area eventually, so I'm not going to think too hard about this initial stuff, because now we just need to do some basic things, basic roads to get, to unlock the actual stuff that we need to build stuff further. And as you also probably have noticed so far, I will be editing this Let's Play like I pretty much do with all my Let's Plays, but I'll try and cut away the most boring parts where I'm just sort of spending a lot of time trying to figure out where exactly I want my roads and stuff like that, because I assume that's not the most interesting part of a City Skylines Let's Play. So yeah, and feel free of course to tell me to give me suggestions in the comments for how much exactly you want me to edit these videos, because I would very much like to hear what your thoughts on that is. Okay, so we now have the beginnings of what I assume is going to be a very nice city. For the city name, I just decided to call it Jan Mayen because that's basically all there is to this place. So hopefully that is acceptable to you people. Also, yeah, forgot to mention, like there was one mod I wanted that I was looking for that I couldn't find. Well, I could find it, but I just couldn't find the time to figure out how to get it to work, because I thought it would be kind of funny if I could get a flag mod going so that we could have like polar bear flags all over, you know, the flags from Victoria 2 and EU4. But I wasn't really able to figure out how that works. You know, my modding skills are basically limited to just going onto the workshop and clicking subscribe, so that's really all I can do there. Hey! People are planting trees on this godforsaken island. I don't think there are any trees here IRL, so... Hey, we're already developing this land. I was also trying to... fuck, I forgot to do that. But I feel like eventually I will want to download some sort of Royal Palace mod, because obviously we're going to need our polar bear ruling elite, you know? Maybe there's some actual polar bear mods out there, I don't know. I'll have to do some research. But for now, we're just gonna start out with the basics. And we are now a little hamlet, which gives us some basic stuff. Basic shit. Also, I got rid of the purple color that happens around industry, for the same reasons that I got rid of the color on the ground for the resources, because obviously that just looks stupid in my opinion. So... Also, maybe let's not have a building right there, because that also looks... That's also on the list of stupid-looking shit. I feel like I built this road on the sea line here in order to make it pretty. Well, as pretty as it gets. What are you complaining about now? What do you mean no electricity? What, really? It produces that little? How much upkeep is it? It is 100 a week. How much for a... Okay, no, we are still earning the most from getting some wind turbines, but eventually we'll be polluting the shit out of the ground. After all, I installed mods to make it look a little better, so gotta make sure we, you know, put that to use. Alright, so actually very quickly decided to restart the game off screen because something was being a bit messy with my resources. Not really sure what caused that. I guess maybe some other mods were creating a bit of a mess. I don't know. A lot of the mods are really not updated at all at this point. You know, they're like, the last update was like 2 years ago. So maybe that caused some problems. Yeah, you'll notice a couple of slight differences, but I tried to rebuild the city as it was, but I feel like we are in the, you know, sufficiently early in the construction of the city of Oh crap, did I forget a space in my city name? No, there's a space there. Good. So yeah, and now we don't have electricity. Well, we've already done this, but here we go. No electricity, take 2. Alright, so I've gone ahead and made some names. I've tried to take inspiration from real life Jan Mayens. Of course, we got Pupebu, and then we have Haugenstranda, which, if we are to believe Google Maps, is the name of this general region. It basically translates to the hill beach. And then over here we have Engelsbukta, which translates to the English Bay. Although technically I think like the English Bay refers to like this whole quote-unquote bay thing right here, which is we're a bit off, but I needed names, and I'm going to be expanding this area out here, so I don't know, maybe we'll have like a separate English Bay here, and we'll call this the English Hill or something like that. I don't know. Everything is up for change. At this point I just need names before I can start, you know. Right now I can't look into the comment section to find inspiration. Right now I just need to deal with what I am given by real life, because I'm not creative and I can't come up with original stuff, so don't judge me. Ooh, this is cool. Got new buildings and shit. I mean, these might not be new to you guys, but as I said, I haven't played the game in some time, so it'll be interesting to see what exactly those buildings do. Right now though, we're just expanding our city a bit, because, you know, that's what you do in the game, isn't it? I'm noticing we're getting a lot of snow on our road, so I guess we have to build a snow dump. Yeah, that's super cheap. Although it does create noise pollution, which is bad. Obviously. Oh, I can barely... Yes, there it is. That's a perfect fit. Wonderful. So they will go clean our roads, because this is the winter map. So that's how that works. I also think, yeah, we're going to replace the fucking windmills with some coal. After all. Actually, no, there is no such thing as coal in this game, is there? Did I go a bit too far there? Yeah, almost. So, oh well, not being super economical with my money here, but that's fine. Oh yeah, we need to build trash stuff as well. Well, I guess that can go over here as well then, if we have already decided to make this sort of a noise polluted area. Fuck it, fuck the industry, we can expand that later. Landfill. Also, for those who wonder, if you wonder like how something that translates to 2 words in English is just 1 word in Norwegian, then that's just how Norwegian is spelled. Like this place is called Haugenstranda, right, which translates to like the hill beach. Also, I'm not entirely sure how you can get like a hill beach, but sure. Basically, in Norwegian, words that are... Yeah, we have a tendency to combine 2 words into 1. Although, I guess from our perspective, we are referring to one specific thing, you know? We're referring to the one specific place of Haugenstranda, right? Not 2 different places, even if it is a word that's made up of 2 other words. I don't know, let's not get too deep into grammatical differences between languages. Even if that stuff can be interesting. Also, we need to make Engelsbukta specialize in ore industry. Because why would you not? When I have so carefully placed ore all over the place. Alright, expanding the city a bit. Let's see, yeah, speaking of expanding, we need to expand the actual zone for Engelsbukta before they start building industry that's not related to mining. Of course, now the name is not at all in the water, but what are you gonna do? Yeah, I'm really feeling the harshness of hard mode here. I mean, the city is dying because there's no police. But, I mean, there's not much I can do about it. Well, I mean, we can afford to run a deficit for a little bit of time. Although, we can't actually afford to build any police stations. So maybe not then. Is it time for the first loan already? What do you mean no workers? Wait, do people... a good question actually. Do people need to be educated in order to work in these things? In the mining operations? So why is every last mining operation literally the same building? That's not very interesting. Okay then. Let's see. Uneducated... yeah, they need to be educated and shit. Okay, well... That's bad. Temporarily then I guess we'll have to not have this place be mining. Which is sad, but what are you gonna do? We need people to actually be able to work. Jesus Christ guys, fine, I'll take a loan. You memers just... Let's see here. Weekly cost, oh. Let's take the bigger one, what the hell. What the hell? Why not? Let's get some police going here. I'll do just fine. Alright, so we got a graveyard, or yeah, cemetery, police, fire. Got the basics. We are in the red though. Damn it, I have never actually had to look into like the fucking budget before. Where's all the money going? I guess we don't need too much budgeting. Yeah, fuck the budget. As long as they have the basics, I assume they're gonna be fine. Yeah, fuck your fire protection. I need to save money. Let's see, roads. Roads are fine though. What? Water? What do you mean? Oh yeah, water. Oh, I feel like there's thunder going on or something. Yeah, there's thunder. Ooh, is this part of the disasters? I haven't seen this before. Although, does this mean that we might get a thunder strike thing soon, and as a result die? because I wouldn't be the grandest fan of that. But hey, I'm the moron trying to play on hard difficulty, so we will endure. Yeah, I think I can pay my loan soon. And I've already spent a bunch of money to get new buildings. We need, I like this area is, I feel like this is a distinct area from Haugenstund. This needs a new name. But we're already getting into problems here, like what should I fucking name this place? I don't know. Speaking of creativity and shit, I think I'm going to ditch the road names. Well, yeah, for now I'm going to do that. But like, what I would really like is, I would like the ability to like name specific roads, right? Without having to show all of the generic names that pop up. Like, only show the names that I have created. Like, I think like a couple of main streets could deserve some cool name. Like this street right here, this main sort of industrial street. But I don't care about some meme road over here having a name. That's just not useful. Also, people with the water. Alright, we're now officially a big town. Hey, you can get blimps now, but yeah, we can't afford that right now, so let's not do that. What are you talking about? No electricity? You have plenty of electricity. I just built like a second fucking coal factory. Actually, no, I just built an oil one. Whoops. That was not what I meant. Yeah, yeah, all my money. Well, good thing we leveled up, because I just lost all my money. Well, I guess we can start by getting rid of the coal one then. Shit. Ah, this one is so expensive though, isn't it? Or the oil one, I mean. Yeah. Yeah, I fucked up. I done fucked up. Well, hopefully eventually we can dig our way out of this hole. Anyways, though, I think it's about time to wrap the first episode up here. We have, you know, begun our nice little city here on Jan Mayen quite nicely. Also, what the fuck was this place called again? It is called Sørlaguna, or the Southern Lagoon has now been completely emptied. I think I'll still call it the Sørlaguna, just in honor of the place, you know, IRL, but yeah, we now have this lovely little place that is barely below sea level, so that's gonna be fun. I don't know, maybe we'll get like a fucking tsunami, right? Those are a thing in this, in the natural disaster thing, so maybe we can, I don't know, build stuff here and then sacrifice it to the gods by drowning it. That sounds like fun. But that will have to be for the next episode. So, thanks more for watching this episode, and remember, as always, to put suggestions for names and whatnot in the comment section, or if you just want some shit sort of named after yourself, just leave some unrelated comment. And yeah, until next time, bye.